individual ligament, and we're going to be able to tell if there's damage to the ligament, whether there's pain along the ligament itself or too much movement, excess movement. Okay? At the end of every special test you do, you want to state the positive. And make sure you're stating the positive at the end of the test rather than before. Because if you state it before, you're basically telling your client what the positive is going to be. So they could, not that they're going to want to pretend they have an injury, but they might, right, if it has to do with WSIB or a car accident. So you want to state it after the fact. So, if we're going to test ATFL, the two movements that we're going to put her foot into are going to be plantar flexion and inversion, because that is going to put the most stress on that ligament, okay? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you into inversion, and now I'm bringing my arm on the top of her foot and putting her into plantar flexion. Is there any pain with that? No. So a positive would be pain along the ligament at its attachment sites or along the ligament and excess movement. Okay? So that's for ATFL.
What's considered excessive range of motion? You give bilateral comparison to states? Okay.
Yep. So you always want to test, or special test too, thank you, that brings up a good point. You also want to do them bilaterally. Unaffected side first, and then affected side. Okay? Any questions with that one? Are you still taping me?
Yes, but not your face.
Okay. I'm headless.
You are.
Okay, what's the next one? Calcaneofibular ligament, I think? Yeah, okay. So, this one we are going to test in a neutral position. So the foot is in neutral with inversion. Okay? So I'm going to come on the opposite side of the table. I'm going to bring her into neutral. And add some inversion. Okay? So again, positive for this test to be pain along the ligament or on its attachment sites or excess movement. Okay? You guys might be thinking, well, we've kind of already done these tests with passive relaxed, right? Is some of you thinking that?
Yeah,
We're repeating ourselves. We're combining and we're focusing more on the actual structure. So when we're doing our functional testing, if we're getting, if Natalie had pain with inversion and she had pain with plantar flexion, passive relaxed, we might be thinking in our head, maybe it's something to do with ATFL. So now, our special test, we're thinking, so you do a special test in order to refute or confirm your suspicions, right? So because I believe she had pain with those two movements, I'm going to do an ATFL tail to tilt test to prove that I believe that she sprained her ATFL. Make sense? Yes.
You do these tilt tests before, no matter what?
No. So you're all these special tests, you don't do all your special tests, every single special test you know for the ankle. You're going to do the ones that are that you think are going to be positive. Because we're trying to zone in on what the actual impairment is. Okay? Is this making sense? So if she had just pain with inversion, passive relaxed, and not with plantar flexion, passive relaxed, we might think it has to do with the calcaneofibular ligament. So I would then go and test the calcaneofibular ligament rather than ATFL. If you want to and you have the time, it takes 2 seconds to do these tests. If you want to run through all of the ligament tests because you're kind of maybe not sure, that's fine. In real life, in your OP, no, but we'll talk about that after. Does that make sense? Stop me if it doesn't, because it's just going to get more confusing. We're good? Kind of? Okay.
So for the calcaneofibular one, we're just doing inversion, right?
The foot has to be in neutral, and then we're doing inversion. We're trying to put the